Dear friends, once again I am happy to be part of your class for taking this foundation course, Skill Pro. Skill Pro, a course in communication skills and soft skills for semester 3 or the third semester. Before we go into the details, may I request you all to keep the textbook with you always. Whenever you watch these videos, please do have your textbooks with you. When we look at the contents, we have altogether 5 units for this semester. First 2 units will be dealt with the pronunciation 1 and pronunciation 2. And the third and fourth units will be dealt with the speaking skills, speaking skills 1 and 2. And in the last chapter, that is 5th unit, we have writing skills. If you just go back to the second semester for the Skill Pro, there we have seen mainly about reading the English words. But here in this semester, we'll be focusing mostly on pronunciation and also the speaking skills, and later, towards the end, writing skills. So today I would like to just take for you in this video the first unit, pronunciation. Please do follow the text from the textbook. Besides that, I'll be also displaying you on the screen. Unit 1, pronunciation, introduction to phonetics. I don't know how many of you have remembered, or how many of you remember exactly. In the last semester, I have told the main purpose of learning phonetics is to remove the confusion of how a word is being pronounced. Many of us must be feeling very much fascinated to speak good English, rather good English. At the same time, we are also much worried and tensed about how to speak English. But in general, we trace certain problems like that we lack kind of proper grammar, and also we lack enough of vocabulary and so on. But rarely we miss the pronunciations. But when you go back to your childhood, let's say of simple words like, for example, but, cut or hut are pronounced in the same way except for the initial sound. But when we try to say the same word, put, put, also in the same manner, you will end up pronouncing it in an unintelligible way. We have here but, cut and hut. Same but, cut and hut. And here there is also put, but it is not pronounced in the same manner, just like but, cut and hut. Why it can't be put? And in order to remove that confusion, we have to learn the phonetics or the phonemic symbols. And that is what the purpose of this first unit, pronunciations, introduction to phonetics. You have the activity 1 here on the first page. Read aloud the following sentence with a focus on the underlined letter in all the italicized words. In the red colored words, it is there. May I read for you, and may I request you also to follow the same. The burning sun made the busy people to put an umbrella and focus on him. I repeat. The burning sun made the busy people to put an umbrella and focus on him. Just notice in the whole sentence, there are many U's. Letter U is pronounced. How this letter U is pronounced? very fact that we know it is pronounced not in the same way. It is pronounced in different ways. Just listen once again. The burning sun made the busy people to put an umbrella and focus on him. See, when you listen to this sentence, you can find this letter U is pronounced or could be identified in 5 different ways. It is pronounced in 5 different ways. Burn, sun, busy, put, umbrella and focus. So now, read the following sentence aloud and observe the spelling that gives the sound fa. There is F. F letter phonetics symbol F in each word and note down. He laughed at my photo with hands cuffed and folded on an elephant. I repeat. He laughed at my photo with hands cuffed and folded on an elephant. See the F fa symbol in the phonemic symbols here in the last line. Fa is the common sound in all these words, which is shown with 4 different spelling combinations. See here, L-A-U-G-H. Though it is G-H, it is pronounced fa. And at my photo, P-H, it is pronounced as fa. With hands cuffed, of course, C-U-F-F, it is pronounced F, fa. And folded, F-O-L-D-E-D, F, fa sound again. On an elephant, again here, E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T, elephant. P-H also as fa sound. Here we go in the next page, on page 2. So, this in English language, one letter can give many sounds. One sound is shown with many different letter combinations. That's what we have seen in the past sentence. He laughed at my photo with hands cuffed and folded on an elephant. Okay, now here arises a question: why at all should we learn phonetics? Why at all should we learn phonetics? You can see on the screen. This is just to make the pronunciation very clear. The pronunciation, a simple pronunciation of words. In the activity 2 here we have, in the table below, there are a set of 2 words with which you must be familiar. Is given in the first column. With the help of these words, try pronouncing the word which is similar in spelling in the second column. See here. Near, dear, where. Singer, linger, ginger. Rough, tough, cough. Dull, null, bull. Rush, gush, push, and so on. You can just go through this table and pronounce it. Practice with your pronunciation of these pairs: hose, nose, and dose. Head, dead, bead. Tone, loan, done. Could, would, mould. Food, mood, good. So from all the above examples, it is clear that the spelling and the sounds of English do not match with each other. Naturally, we have a lot of confusion here. It creates a lot of confusion because the language English is not our mother tongue. It is a foreign language. And in order to learn the language perfectly and clearly and correctly, we need to follow certain principles or certain rules and norms. And that is why we read or we learn the phonetics. What is phonetics? Phonetics is a systematic study of speech with the help of sounds. So we have alphabets in English, and every alphabet is not pronounced in the same manner. And we have a number of phonemic symbols. Within the phonemic symbols we have also vowels, consonants and diphthongs and so on. So once again I am repeating, what is phonetics? Phonetics is a systematic study of speech sounds. And here we have the organs of speech. Some of the basics of phonetics that help to better our pronunciation. Our pronunciation is a must. By our speaking the language English, people should not be able to make out to which region you belong to which state you belong to, and so on. To which language that you belong to. Most of the times, or many of times, we have a kind of vernacular tone or vernacular slang when we speak English. That should not be. Please be mindful about that. Please take note of that whenever you speak English, you need to speak English like an Englishman, not like any other vernacular speaker. We should never depict ourselves that we are so and so, coming from so and so part of region or part of language and so on, by speaking language English. So here there are organs of speech. See, in our mouth or in the voice is concerned, every organ which is shown on the screen here, like nasal cavity, teeth ridge, nose, lips, teeth, tongue tip, tongue blade, palate, oral cavity, velum, urula, tongue back, epiglottis, vocal folds, larynx. These are all the parts which are pertaining to our mouth and throat, various organs. It is to shape our voice, to shape our pronunciation, to utter or articulate the words in a proper way. And here, these articulators are divided into two groups as active articulators and passive articulators. So we use these organs in our mouth and throat. These are all part of our articulatory system. So what are these active articulators? Active articulators are like lower lip or tip or blade of tongue, and front, center and back of the tongue are called active articulators. That means these are all the words, whenever we speak any simple words, it is more active. That means our lips, tip of our lips, our tongue and so on, most of the times it will be in motion, it will be moving. Now, passive articulators are the organs in the mouth which are generally stationary. Stationary means without any kind of motion. That is like upper lip, upper teeth, alveolar or teeth ridge, hard and soft palate, and so on. So you can just see in the picture there. These are all upper part wherein they are all most of the times they are stationary. Similarly, organs also in the throat such as vocal cords and the gap between them too help us in uttering sounds by lending them quality of vibration, which is also called voice. When you pronounce, my dear brothers, when you speak, your voice is ultimately the most important thing. The voice that is given to you is a God-given gift. We need to be able to make use to the maximum. We need to utilize it to the maximum. So that is our voice. Then here in page number 4, you just go through, we have activity 3. We have activity 3 wherein we have a group of words. Just go through, read these words aloud and note down the number of letters and sounds in each word. Number of letters and number of sounds. See here, skills. Number of letters is, you can just count. 1, 2, 3, S-K-I-L-L-S. 6 letters. But whereas number of sounds, if you just Go back. Pronounce it once again. Skills. S, K, L, S. So these are all phonemic sounds. It is only 5 sounds. Number of letters is 6. Number of sounds is 5. And you have the other exercises here. Word, steps, palm, knees, do, cot, pillow, tell, hour, and so on. So you need to just pronounce it louder and count the number of letters, and also write down as a homework for number of sounds. So we can just recall in this lesson, or the first part has taught us the need for learning the phonetics. What is the need? The need is to wipe away or to wash away the confusion that we have in our minds. Most of the times we are very much attracted and fascinated to speak English beautifully, but sometimes we fail to do so because we lack proper vocabulary and we do not know how a word is being pronounced. And phonetics will ultimately help us to pronounce, how to pronounce each particular word according to its purpose and according to its context. So therefore, we have known the different parts of our mouth, the organs, the speech organs, how each organ is producing different kinds of sounds. And so much so, we have the ultimate voice.